I'm so excited. Hello, I'm Tawana, and I am going to be talking to you just a few minutes about the difference that I think it is in self care and self kindness. So, I have gone live 3 times this week, and I have gone live on YouTube because I am constantly challenging myself. Um, Earlier this month, I got 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And I'm super excited about that. And so I decided that I was going to go live for as long as I wanted to go live. And I'm going back to the roots because self kindness and self care is one of the things that I initially um, talked about. It was so important, I wrote a book about it. Okay. But for me, I want to talk a little bit about what the differences are between self kindness and self care. So, we hear a lot about self care, going to get our nails done, our hair done. We hear a lot about um, manicures, pedicures. And while I'm a girly girl, I love to get um, a good pedicure. And that is important. It is important to take care of your physical body. And it is also very important to take care of your insides, what's going on inside of your body. Your body can look great on the outside. You have on great and fabulous clothes. But if you're not doing the work on the inside, there may be some problems. That's where self kindness comes in. I believe that self kindness is being aware of your thoughts and your feelings. Thoughts, because, and also your words. Thoughts, because what are you thinking about your capabilities and your abilities? That's easy for me to say. Do you think that you are able to do difficult things? Do you think that you are a procrastinator? I hear a lot about that. Would you classify yourself as a people pleaser? What are your thoughts about you? What is going on with you? Are you paying attention to you? Are you noticing the thoughts that you are not only having about yourself, but that you're having about other people? And so, in self kindness, we are taking the focus off of our kindness for other people and giving ourselves the kindness that we would normally give other people. And one of the ways is simple, but it ain't easy, is the words that you speak about you. When somebody gives you a compliment, do you say thank you? Or do you say, I got this from Target, it was only $4? When you are doing something for the first time, do you give yourself a break? Do you act as your own cheerleader? Or do you constantly and consistently pick out everything that is wrong about you? That is not self kindness. Self kindness is realizing that if you are doing something for the first time, you are not going to be an expert. That the important thing is that you're in the ring. You got some skin in the game. That's the important thing. Not how you do it. Most things are skill. So the more you do it, the more skilled you will be at it. Nobody can do things at the for the first time at the highest level of excellence. But if you put your 10,000 hours in, you're consistent over time, then you'll start to see some of the fruits of your labor. That has happened to me in so many ways. Even um, me writing books. It's about 80% of the people start writing a book and only about 20% of the people finish writing the book. A lot of what we're dealing with is just being consistent. So, are you consistent in how you take care of yourself? Are you consistent in drinking your water and minding your business? Are you consistent in eating more plants than you do meat? Those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about when I talk about self-care. I have a I used to have an actual paint studio. Now I just do it every now and then. But I had this event and they were painting, and a lot of the ladies were painting for the first time. And this was the groundwork that I said. If you say anything bad about your ability out loud, you have to tell the table at least three things that you absolutely love about yourself. Because we, in so many cases, are on automatic as it relates to the negative things that we see that we do. And when you say negative things about how you look, um, what you are able to do, the way that you're able to do it, like you are ear hustling on the conversation that you are having with yourself. Like you hear all the negative things that you say about you and that you think about you that you would never say to your best friend or your child. And I am convinced that from this day forward, we need to be our own best friend because you are with you 100% of the time. You are with you all day, every day. And so, when I was younger, my mom would say, "Hey, you need to play nice." So I'm telling you, you need to play nice with you. And one of the ways that you can do that is to notice what you are thinking about how you look, your abilities, and your capabilities. What are you thinking about that? Are you saying, it's never going to work out? I always mess up. This always happens to me. This is not going, like, you have to be aware of what you are saying and what you are thinking about you. That is self kindness. When you can be gentler and easier, remove the heat from some of the things that you are saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank y'all for the feedback, Miss Sheila. Thank you, Miss Sheila. The first half of my life, I classified it as a people pleaser. You know, it was everything outside of me that I was focused on. Everything outside, everything outside. And now, this next half of my life, I am focusing on me, giving me what I need, and not just things on the outside, but doing things that are good for my insides, like giving myself the nutrition. Sleep is another big thing. Are you giving, I read or saw a video about the importance of not eating like right before you go to bed because it does not give your digestive system time to rest. And I was like, well, that makes all the sense in the world. So if I'm eating all through the day and I eat right before I go to bed, my digestive system is working all through the night and then in the morning. And so now I try to eat, maybe 6 or so, maybe 6:30 at the latest. So that usually I'm going to bed around maybe 10:30, so that I am moving into taking care of my body. And so I think self-care is great. However, listen, I'm sleepy right now. Sheila, I'm sleepy right now. I am. And I get to give myself more sleep, more rest. And listen, nothing is perfect. So if you are if you are at a, sometimes like I was up early this morning to go to work. But now, it's 8:30. My goal is to be in bed at about 9:30 and I'm off tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I might take a nap. And so those are some of the things we need to be constantly thinking about our bodies and what's good for it, what's good for our physical body, and what is good for our mental capacity, and really paying attention to what we are saying to ourselves. And here's the other thing. There's no heat or no judgment on anybody who does what I'm about to say. Okay. I'm just saying for me. There are certain so I was at a place this week that they were playing, I know, sleep. They were playing the news was on. And I was like, I can't watch the news. I mean, because it's so, you know, um I've never been the child that or the child or the adult that like horror movies and scare. I don't want to be scared. I don't do any of that. And I also know that there's a lingering effect of certain things that you allow yourself to be present to, the news, certain movies. I just want you to be conscious and notice like what's happening to your thoughts after you leave a movie or you see the news and all of the horrible things that are happening on the news. Like what's going on? Be aware of it. Are you thinking about that? Do you take it home and then do you tell somebody else about it, and then do y'all have another conversation, and then your insides are kind of excited or out of whack, and then you go to sleep, you might dream about the whatever you saw or the movie. And so I want us to really be conscious that our bodies are really a gift. Our bodies are I just try to yeah, I mean, I'm not against news. I just want a little I just, I want the weather, I want maybe a feel good story, but some of the other stuff, it's a lot. It's the news is a lot sometimes. And I don't know where everybody is, but sometimes in Indianapolis, the news is a lot. And I can only take it in like bits. I can only take it in bits and pieces because yeah, I mean I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to leave because I cannot watch the news." So I just want you to be that is being kind to yourself. When you notice, okay, you know what? I'm a little anxious. My heart is racing. Maybe this is not I'm not supposed to be in this place, or maybe it's time for me to leave. Really, really oh boy, the mountains in North Carolina, that sounds absolutely amazing and peaceful. Um, so you want to pay attention to what you are experiencing, what your body is experiencing. How do you handle stress? Most of us don't get enough exercise. We don't increase our heart rate enough. And I'm not saying that you have to go run a marathon. I'm just saying maybe just take a walk for 20 minutes. You can't do 20 minutes, do 5. Step outside, take some deep breath. Get, Mother Nature, like listen to the name. Mother, caring, nature, serene. When I think of nature, I think of serene and calming. And so there's a lot of benefits to you just going outside and noticing, the birds. What do you smell? What are the noises? So that you can give your body a rest. And so when I talk about, as I said before, self care is great, but we also need to be kinder to ourselves, because I think a lot of people, we get it. We're kind to the people who we work with, our BFFs. We're kind to our husbands, our wives. We're kind to kids and yes, you should be kind to all those people. And you should also be kind to yourself, because you are worthy, you are valuable, you are deserving of the kindness that you give to other people. And so it's interesting, like I can tell the people who are really, really hard on themselves, who are not very forgiving, who they want to do things right, because that's how they show up in the world. They're not very forgiving of other people. They expect everybody to follow the rules. If they order something or their food comes and it's not right, it's like they have a whole, meltdown, screaming. That's because if you are treating people horrible on the outside, you're probably really hard on yourself on the inside. And so I just want us to notice, like, how are we treating ourselves? One of the things that I would talk about in one of the talks a couple years ago is like, do you go to the bathroom when you have to go to the bathroom? Or are you holding it? Because think about that. Like, our bodies are, I call them magical machines. When you're thirsty, when your mouth is dry, do you drink some water? Because most of us are dehydrated. Or are you drinking more coffee or, Coca-Cola? And I love coffee in the morning, but I know it's not good that I drink it all through the day. And so just like when you're sleepy, are you going to sleep? When you have to use the bathroom, are you going to the bathroom or are you holding it? Like, listen to that. Like, your body is saying, hey, ma'am, sir, I have to go to the bathroom, and you're just holding it. That you are ignoring the physical signs that your body is giving you. And what I want you to understand is that is not being kind. When your body is giving you signs and signals that, hey, I need some attention in this area, you need to give it some attention. Sleep, hunger, thirst, exercise. Um, I'm in therapy. I'm an advocate of therapy. I think we all have things that we can heal from as children, youth, adult. I'm an advocate for therapy because it gives you some one on one time with a licensed person who can just focus on you, inspire you, give you tools, give you ways that you can win, who can appreciate you. Because sometimes, um, one of the things that I am really working with myself on is when somebody gives me a compliment, I say thank you. Because there were times in the past where I would just act like I did not even hear the compliment. Okay. I didn't even hear it. Okay. And so we really want to start this process of honoring ourselves, honoring our bodies, and really treating it like the beautiful, magnificent gift that it is, not only on the outside, but the gift that it is on the inside. I think I was doing a talk at my church, and I think we have like 11 like whole physical systems in our body, reproductive. I mean, it was like that work like magic. And so we have to learn to appreciate and love and be kinder to our bodies. physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In all the lees, we need to be kinder to ourselves. So I've been on here about 20 minutes. This is something that I am stepping out of my comfort zone to do. I have decided, I said yesterday when I went live, I heard Gary Vee say that the kinder, um, heal, healing, healed people need to be louder. Like the kinder people need to be louder, because the people who are mean, evil, and hard to get along with, they are very loud. And so this is my own personal way that I can be louder, put some good out there, and leave the world better than I found it. So um, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to come back for as long as I can come back. At least maybe for a week. I'm gonna give myself a week to go live every day, and to put some good out there. So I love y'all. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to your mind. Be kind to your body, because you deserve it. Have a good one.